There are three gods mentioned in Gita chapter 15, verses 16-17. Who are these three lords? After taking refuge in which god birth and death can be ended? Who is the best god among the three lords? What is he like? What is his name? To unravel all these mystical secrets, must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
There are three men in Gita chapter 16 verse 16 and 17. Kshar Purush, Akshar Purush. Uttam Purush tu Anaya. Paramatma iti udarte ye lok trayam avishay vibharti. Avyay Ishwar, that great God who nurtures everyone, the eternal Lord in reality who can be called as Supreme God. He is different from Kshar Purush, Akshar Purush, and he nurtures everyone by entering in the three worlds. That means a tree is nurtured by its roots. Who is that root now? He is Paramakshar Brahma. So God himself
था अक्षर पुरुष एक पेड़ है और सर पुरुष बाकी डार,
call him Jyoti Niranjar or Kshar Purush.
और तीनों देवा शाखा हैं, रजगुण ब्रह्मा, सतगुण विष्णु, तमगुण शिव जी और पात रूप संसार.
Now the roots are left. They did not mention about the root. To tell about the root, the servant is sent. If some goes and stands at an unknown place and someone asks, and he says, I am the DC, the other will say, go do your work. Don't show off. Now if he has a gunman or some other officer with him, that person goes and tells, brother, excuse us, DC sir is coming. Oh, DC sir has come. Everyone will move away. Similarly, God himself left this undone as everyone would have not believed. So he sent this servant to tell everyone that move aside, this is God. That this is that God, and everyone will have to believe because this is God. Now see, this inversely hanging world tree, see its full diagram properly. Now God has told us this portion, please see here, which is visible above the ground, this portion, it has been called as Akshar Purush ek ped hai. So Akshar Purush is the trunk and Kshar Purush is its branch. Jyot Niranjan and तीनों देव शाखा हैं भाई पात रूप संसार. We are here. The ones who do Hatha Yoga and other fake obeisance, what misfortune would they face? They do greater heaven, Brahmlok, and then they come back in 84 lakh life forms. Similarly, they are telling about God, that the one who knows about God and is enlightened will be difficult to be found even among millions. Arabon mein koi gark hai re. Gark means completely, the one who knows the complete knowledge and has the complete way of worship, has the blessings from complete God, and has the complete way of worship, has the orders to give the initiation. The one who has all these is a gark, meaning saturated with knowledge. You will find only 1 in billion gurus. And what are the characteristics of a true guru? Guru must be complete and aware about all the holy scriptures. Respected Garib Das Ji has said while giving the identity of a complete guru,
के सतगुरु के लक्षण कहूं मधुरे बैन विनोद, 4 वेद 60 शास्त्र वो कहे 18 बोध.
one special characteristic of a true guru will be that he will be a great saint, complete saint, who will be aware about all the holy scriptures. Then,
सतपुरुष जिन जानिया सतगुरु तिसका नाम.
the one who is aware about Supreme God is the true guru. Kabir God has ordered that the one who will be complete saint will complete the process of giving initiation in 3 parts. And these fake gurus wrap up the initiation by just giving it once. They don't possess anything. It is written in Holy Kabir Sagar that this process of giving initiation gets completed in 3 times. The first mantra is given with a drinkable item converted into nectar. And pious soul, second time, the Satnam is given after verifying your determination and devoutness. Then determination and devoutness of Satnam is checked with a thermometer. After that, Sarnam is given and then only it will work, otherwise it won't. So the process is completed in 3 parts. It is said in Gita chapter 17 verse 23, Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmane trividah smrataha. Brahmane means Sachidanand Ghan Brahm, that is Paramakshar Brahm, Uttam Purush tu Anya. Which is the mantra to attain this, to go to eternal place, to acquire a place in such a khand, to get salvation from birth and death. It is said in Gita chapter 7 verse 23, Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmanah trividah smritaha. Aha. That Sachidanand Brahmane means Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. To attain that Paramakshar Brahm, to attain that eternal God, there is the order of 3 mantras and nothing else. It is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 17, verse 23. See here in 23. It is here, Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmanah trividah smritaha. Brahmanah ten vedah cha yagyah cha vihitah pura. Om Tat Tat Sat Sat iti, meaning yeh, that is here. Trividha means of 3 types. Brahmane means of Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. Oh, Brahmane means Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. Here they have translated correctly. It is the same. Now, pious souls, with this chapter 17, verse 23 of Gita Ji, this concept has become clear that there is some Sachidanand Ghan Brahm who is the other giver of knowledge of Gita, supreme power, and its mantra is of 3 mantrat Om Tat Sat. These are the 3 mantras. So from our Holy Gita, we get this one thing as to which obeisance is to be done. From chanting which mantras we can attain salvation. Other than this, any mantras that we chant, Sitaram Radhe Sham, any mantra that we chant will not lead us to salvation. So for that, which are those mantras? This Om Tat Sat. Om is for Kshar Purush. Tat is for Akshar Purush. Tat is coded. Om is as it is. And Sat too is coded. Sat too is coded and it is for Paramakshar Brahm. This Tat and Sat are hints, and this complete God Kabir Dev, Paramakshar Brahma himself, came and told us, So hum shabad hum jag mein laaye, sar shabad hum gupt chupaye. It is said that you will not find this word Soham in any holy scripture. This mantra is not there even in the script that you write consisting 52 letters. Soham mantra is not there, and I bought this Soham word in the world and kept Sar word a secret. Gupta chupaye.
नामा छिपा ओम तारी पीछे सोहम भेद बिचारी सार शब्द पाया ददलोई आवागमन बौड़ ना होई.
Now, which mantra did Nanak Ji used to chant? He used to chant a mantra comprising 2 mantras. See here, which mantras Nanak Ji used to chant. Let us give a little hint. This is Sabton Baddi Bhai Bale wali Janam Sakhi, Dr. Jawahar Singh Kirpal Singh and company. This is Janam Sakhi, is the greatest and most ancient one of all. The printed ones, Bhai Bale wali Janam Sakhi, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's, includes complete details of all 5 Sahibs and thus Gurus' life history. Publisher is Dr. Jeevan Singh, Kirpal Singh and company. This is Pustaka Wali Gali, number 8, Bagh Ramanand, Amritsar. Now in this, let me show you here, Samundar di Sakhi, this is page 547, Samundar di Sakhi, and we will read from here, Bala Sindhu Vach, Balaji, just like the conversation that took place between respected Dharamdas Sahib Ji and God Kabir, everything, the verses he said, the conversation he had, his glory he had witnessed, was recorded and written in the Kabir Vani Kabir Sagar. Similarly, whatever Bhai Balaji, whatever Mardana Ji saw, whatever Balaji saw, they lived with Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, and whichever spectacles they witnessed, everything they saw, it is portrayed there. And then Guru Angad Dev Ji got it written down. So now see, what is being told, Bala Sindhu Vach. Therefore, O Guru Angad Dev Ji, when Guru Nanak Ji from Ajit Vidha Hoye, then Mardana said, that true Lord, we have seen the sea but did not see Lanka, where Ramchandra had gone for a war. Then Guruji said, I don't want to make you feel sad, so close your eyes. When we opened our eyes, that is, closing your eyes and then opened them, we were standing at the seashore. Guruji said, Bala and Mardana, follow me and keep chanting Vaheguru Vaheguru from your mouth. So Guruji started walking on the sea in the front just like he was walking on land, and Bala and Mardana followed him. They both went behind him. Mardana thought that Guruji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, is chanting Om Soham, so even Mardana started chanting Om Soham and started drowning. Then Guruji saw that Mardana is drowning. Then Guruji said, Mardana, you should not pay attention to what Guruji is doing. You should obey his words and you should start chanting what I asked you to. Then Mardana started chanting Vaheguru Vaheguru again, and he once again started walking on the water. Now, Pai souls, a guru who can tell the secret of 2 mantras he is said to be complete.
अर्जे तू पढ़िया पंडित बिंदोय अक्षर बिंदोय नावा है परमत नानक एक लंगाए जेकर सत समावा.
Now, what was the reason? Now, what is the reason why respected Nanak Dev Sahib Ji did not allow Mardana Ji? He refused Mardana Ji because if this mantra, it was to be kept a secret as per the orders of God, this Satnam is not to be told to anyone. And because of this, he gave this blow and was to be exposed at the same time so that we come to know that he attained salvation by chanting this mantra, and it was not to be given to.
कोटों मध्य कोई नहीं रे झूमक रहा अरबों में कोई गर्क सुनो राई झूमक रहा. ओए होए.
It is said that no one knows spiritual knowledge but only money. These people are limited to performing katha and getting paid for it. Everything is happening only for money. Paise upar naach suno re jhoom kara. And the one who knows this knowledge, this spiritual knowledge which I am telling you, will not be able to find in anyone from 10 million souls and humans. Arbon mein koi gark karore jhum kara. In billions, oi hoy. So virtuous souls, presently the total human population of the world is approximately little above 7 billion. And amongst those 7 billion, minimum 1 billion will be the followers of this path in many villages and many homes. So today in this world, in the 21 universes, there is no one other than this servant who has the spiritual knowledge. So see how lucky you people are. Feel proud of your destiny and thank that Supreme God who has given you birth in this time. Blessed are your mother and father who have given birth to you, and take full advantage of it. None of these Kabir Panthis have knowledge. nor Garib Das Panthis have the knowledge about all these mantras or these mool mantra which are in Veda or Gita tell us about true obeisance. Even our religious preachers have no knowledge about it. So this mercy has been showered upon this servant that entire human race will have to do same obeisance to attain salvation. Yes, there are other religious books which have information about God, but they do not have whole or the complete knowledge of the complete method of worship. It is not there. So incomplete is incomplete until you find the complete one, like you want to make a call and there is one number missing which you are not aware. Where will it go? It is incomplete. Similarly, incomplete thing is incomplete and it is useless. So the complete spiritual knowledge, complete method of worship, that means complete spiritual knowledge and complete way of worship was written already in Suksham Ved, but no one could understand that. So now this servant has been bestowed with that vision by God that those mantras have been disclosed to you and you are seeing that how many benefits are arising from it, how many disciples' sufferings are coming to an end, and attaining salvation is guaranteed too, because this knowledge is given by God. So pious souls, if you want eternal peace, if you want all your sins to be destroyed, then take refuge of Paramaksha Brahm. And for that, search for an enlightened saint. So that enlightened saint is this Rampal Das at Satlok Ashram Barwala district, Hisar in Haryana in India. So pious souls, it is this servant's request that this true obeisance is available with this servant. You will never suffer from miseries. God will always be with you. That Allahu Akbar obeisance, He Himself came and told about. That knowledge is available with this servant. Acquire it and get your well-being done.
Hello, I am Neha Sharma. You are watching the program Discussion on Spiritual Knowledge. Let us start with the program and know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj versus the respected Acharya Shri Vijay Dharm Dhurandhar Sureshwar Ji Maharaj.
Does the rebirth happen of a Tirthankar?
Not at all. Rebirth does not happen of a Tirthankar. The reason is, in the state of Tirthankar, they have overcome the exponential karmas. And at the time they attain nirvana only when they overcome the remaining 4 karmas,
Which we call non-exponential deeds.
In this manner, after getting liberated from all the 8 deeds, not just Tirthankar, but no one can be reborn.
One more question we would like to ask. What are the means of worshipping God?
There can be hundreds of means to worship God. Yes. Every such means will be called the means of worship through which the soul can go and sit near the throne of the Lord. The methods to bring soul close to Him, those means are called worship, and in every tradition there are many such methods. Yes, I would like to say one thing, that in worship, if something is of utmost importance, then it is the devotion. And through devotion, he moves towards worship. Therefore, I would like to say that devotion is the basic element. Devotion is the root of worship. Devotion is the seed of worship. I would certainly say this.
Is your worship in accordance with the guidance of the path of God Sri Mahaveer Jain Ji?
See, I can say this much, that I am dedicated to him. To live according to him is my goal. But I can truly say only this, that I do try. Yes, most of my efforts are incomplete. I also accept that. But He is my God. He is my goal. I consider Him to be everything in my life. I can say only this. But by not following his words, my salvation is not possible. I personally believe that. And my gratitude, my blessedness is also that I can move according to the command, according to the instructions of God. I do not follow, I am not able to follow, I am doing incomplete efforts, I do accept it.
These were the thoughts of the respected Acharya Shri Vijay Dharm Dhurandhar Sureshwar Ji Maharaj. And now let us know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
The Supreme Father, the complete Brahma, the creator of the whole universe, the Lord of the lineage Kabir Dev Ji, Kabir Sahib Ji. He is the creator of all souls. He is our Father. He is our true well-wisher, that God Himself came and gave us this knowledge that you are stuck in the trap of Kal. This Kal, the Lord of the 21 universes, has kept you completely ignorant. Here, God has reminded us that this human life has been given to you only to attain God and do good deeds. By not doing this, whatever activities you are doing, those even other creatures, animals and birds are also doing, they have more affection than you, more attachment than you. To raise their children, they raise them with more affection than you, and the same desires are in you. So, what is the difference between us and those birds and animals? Nothing. God Kabir Dev Ji came and told us, Manush janam paaye kar, jo nahi rate harinam, jaise kuआं jal bina, phir banwaya kya kaam. Our souls, today we are humans, and special facilities are available to us in human life. We do not even think and approve that we will become animals. We do not even believe this. Alright, it is said that if your mind does not work, then you should take advice from a sensible person. So God became an enlightened saint and did a spectacle here and gave us the knowledge that this will happen with you. The message that God has given us, and if you follow that, you will be saved from these disasters. God has also given this information that if you do this, then that will be the result. The solution for this has been told that if you take initiation from a complete saint, then the disasters that are to come to you will be avoided. These will not be prevented by fake gurus. So what has been told?
फिर पीछे तू पशुआ की जय दीजे बैल बना.
After leaving this body, those who do not do true worship and are also doing devotion are sitting with fake gurus will also suffer. Because guru should be complete, knowledge should be true, and devotion of the disciple remains firm lifelong, then there is no doubt in attaining salvation. He should stay in dignity. By violating the rules, you will not get any benefit.
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती बना पजावे खरवो, तेरी क्या बुनियाद पुरानी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
It is said that sage like Sukhdev also suffered in 84 lakh life forms and
और तेरी क्या बुनियाद पुरानी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
Panda means that way, that route, that path. Adopt that true spiritual path with which your tragedy can finish. Adopt that path with which you avoid misery. You should not go in the life forms of animals, birds, do true worship. And what has been told?
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती और बना पजावे खरवो.
Great sage like Sukhdev also kept wandering in 84 lakh life forms. Sukhdev Rishi told himself that I once became a donkey, was bearing 84 lakh life forms. I became blind. As I was blind, my owner left me. He hit me, abandoned me. I started walking towards forest taking support from the bushes. There was a drain ahead. I was about to fall in the drain. I wanted to jump, but got stuck in the middle. The mouth stuck ahead, the rear part fit at the back. It became like a pipe, a pulley. It was a distant place in the forest. Only 1 or 2 people used to go through that path. Nobody took me out. They started crossing by putting feet on my back. They made my pulley. After suffering for 15-20 days, I died there due to hunger and thirst. Now what does God Kabir tell?
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती बना पजावे खरवो.
Khar means donkey.
और तेरी क्या बुनियाद प्राणी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
Now, virtuous souls, it is said that if a person does not believe himself, then history should be looked at so that you can believe that such havoc has been truly wreaked on us many times. For this, I will show you an example, a sample. There had been a great man named Mahaveer Jain, and how much suffering happened to that soul, it has been mentioned in their book itself, and that is true. Let me show you now. Virtuous souls, every soul is trying to do worship of God, but by not getting true path, by not getting a complete saint, they waste their life even after doing worship. I will show you the history of the Jain religion. Virtuous souls, we will reasonably see this. Do not consider this as a criticism. Consider this as a humanitarian effort of this servant. Criticism is false blame by talking bad about someone for his own selfish gains, no, for welfare. What has been written in the biography of these great men, this servant is only reading and bringing it face to face. Someone might think because already we have been confused a lot by them. Scriptures told something, and instead of telling the truth, they kept telling us the wrong knowledge. We thought they are scholars, they must be telling truth. Therefore, the servant wants that once bitten, twice shy. Therefore, this servant is showing you the scriptures face to face with this modern technology. This modern technology which God has given us, the projector, TV, etc. God gave us for this reason. Otherwise, why could they make these earlier? This is not a human level discovery. It has been 4 eras. Till today, they could not build any aircraft and could do anything. By attaching 6 mules to a cart, they moved it like a chariot and took it everywhere. Therefore, God has given this so that you may identify God and get salvation, because now peak time has come for devotion. The middle generation has started, and now this knowledge will spread all over the world. Therefore, God has given this facility now for the last 10 years. Earlier, these TV channels, etc. were not there. There used to be just one government channel. So divine's grace is on you. This servant is just reading and telling. Now I will show you the history of Jain religion. Sri Rishabh Dev Ji is the founder of Jainism. And the complete God came and met Rishabh Dev Ji because God says, गोता मारूं स्वर्ग में जा बैठूं पाताल और कहे कबीर ढूंढता फिरूं अपने हीरे मादिक लाल. He was a king, a very noble person. Desire for God was deep in his heart. So God went and gave him knowledge that Rishabh Dev, the worship that you are doing, is not the path of salvation. Garib Das Ji has written in his speech that Rishabh Dev ke aaya kavi name Kartar. The Kavi named Kartar, Kabir Dev, went to Rishabh Dev and told him that I am that Kavi. That Kabir Dev, Kabir Sahib, whom we call Kabir Dev, about whom it has been written in the Vedas, I am that God. Rishabh Dev Ji believed it, as these sages tell, the same has been mentioned in Vedas. So he also discussed with his sages and saints, who were his gurus. They said he lies.
There is no such mention in the Vedas. So Rishabh Dev Ji got tremendous inspiration to worship. He got a special inspiration to attain God. As souls, what happens? God has awakened the flame of worship in him. He created inspiration. Like the devout souls develop a special yearning in 2-4 talks and they move towards devotion. Like there is a flame, there is ghee in a bowl, a flame is lit in that, and if that flame extinguishes at any time, then there is ghee already in it. Also Jyoti is there, so if the matchstick lights it, then it immediately burns. Those who are virtuous souls, their earlier virtues remain. If there are devotional deeds within, then immediately they move towards devotion. And those who do not have such previous deeds, then they begin and are made to donate worship by preaching satsang. Their deeds are enhanced. Then after that, flame is lit. They can also start. So immediately high inspiration developed to attain God. God gave this same knowledge as the servant is telling you that such a misfortune will happen if you will not do devotion, then this will happen. He immediately became alert. He had the yearning to attain God. Now, he came once Maharaji, God, and those gurus used to meet him every day, Brahmans, because greedy of money used to visit house of king daily. So they made him forget the knowledge of God. But still, that lovely soul could not live without devotion. God developed such yearning in him. By leaving his kingdom to his children to attain God, attiring according to his wish, with whatever knowledge he had from those sages, he chanted Om Mantra and did force worship, he did austerity. For 1000 years, he held silence. For 1 year, let me tell you the detail right now. So, the point is that at that time, Rishabh Dev Ji, from where he started devotion, at that time, there used to be only one Om Mantra. Even these sages did not know about another practice. So, chanting Om Mantra and together with this Hatha Yoga, which this Kal told through ether voice to Brahmaji when he was sitting on the lotus flower, meditate, meditate. Lord Brahma meditated for 1000 years. So that was Kal. Brahmaji thought that this is the command of God, but there is no proof in the Vedas. The knowledge in the Vedas has been given by the complete God that was fed in the conscience of Brahma. Brahma had to say it out when the right time came. There were 5 Vedas. He kept 4 Vedas and destroyed 1 Veda which had great detail about God. God himself comes to tell that destroyed knowledge. So, now the context is of Rishabh Dev Ji. So this Jainism started with such a good soul, Rishabh Dev Ji. Rishabh Dev Ji is considered the first Tirthankar and the founder of Jainism. This servant wants to tell this, that by not doing true worship, the creature remains unhappy even while they do a devotion. Look at this. Jain Culture Dictionary, Jain History, Culture, Art and Archaeology. From where has this been printed? Jain Culture Dictionary, Jain History, Culture, Art and Archaeology, first volume. The author is Professor Bhagchandra Jain Bhaskar and Sanmati Oriental Research Institute, Nagpur, Art and Religion Research Institute, Varanasi. See this full page. Now the publisher is Jain Culture Dictionary, first section. The author is Professor Bhagchandra Jain Bhaskar. These two together are publishers. Respectfully dedicated in the memory of the late revered father Shri Gorelal Ji Jain and the revered Shri Matushri Tulsa Devi Jain. Now, look at page 175. grandson of Rishabh Marichi, son of Bharat, who is considered to be the originator of Vedic religion in Puran. Vedic religion was started by this Marichi. Now, pious souls, see this carefully. You are a very intelligent child. You have even made a computer, so you can understand this very easily. The grandson of Rishabh Dev Ji, that is Marichi, who was the son of Bharat, and Marichi, who is considered as the originator of Vedic religion in Puran. Later, this same Marichi became Vardhaman Mahaveer Jain in the Jain tradition. The same soul of Marichi, who was the grandson of Rishabh Dev. Now look ahead. Look at this on page 176. Development and History of Jainism. Life events of Tirthankar Rishabh Dev Ji. Tirthankar Rishabh Dev Ji was the son of the last Kulkar Nabhiraj. His mother was Maru Devi. That Ikshvaku Vanshi Nabhiraj was a popular king of Ayodhya. On being young, Nabhiraj married Rishabh Dev to Sunanda and Sumangala. He married him with 2 wives. Sunanda gave birth to the stunning son Bahubali and daughter Sundari. 2 children were born, and Sumangala gave birth to 99 sons, including Bharat and daughter Brahmi. Means Rishabh Dev had 100 sons and 2 daughters. When time came, Rishabh Dev abandoned the world by handing Bharat the kingdom of Ayodhya, to Bahubali Takshila, and to the rest of the young sons remaining kingdom according to the best of their ability. Means he did not die but left the house. After taking initiation from some sage, he got absorbed in meditation. After following a guru during the meditation period, Pani Patri, Rishabh Dev remained without food for 1 year. He did not eat anything for 1 year. Later, Shreyans Kumar, the grandson of Bahubali, broke his fast by giving iksurus. Saint Rishabh Dev, who did penance continuously for 1,000 years, again he did penance for 1,000 years, finally attained Kaivalya knowledge. These are 4 liberations. Out of them, he only attained Kaivalya knowledge. He started giving initiation, he started giving mantra. The first initiation means the first sermon. Whom did he give? He gave to Marichi, the son of Bharat. Means he gave to his grandson Marichi, and the same Marichi later became Mahaveer Jain, who later became the 24th Tirthankar Mahavira. The first initiation after doing austerity for 1,000 years, Rishabh Dev started giving name initiation, and the first mantra initiation he gave to his grandson, to Marichi, the son of Bharat, and this same Marichi later became the 24th Tirthankar Mahavira, who is called Mahaveer Jain. Virtuous souls, it is your good fortune that the secret of scriptures is being revealed. Till now, neither the people of Jain religion could understand the secret written in their books, nor the virtuous souls of Hindu religion are familiar with their scriptures, because these fake gurus did not have knowledge. Till today, they could not tell who are the parents of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and this has been written in their history. They tell them to be immortal, Ajaro Amar, but they are mortal. So, in this way, they have confused us, they have wreaked havoc on us. These fake gurus, they have destroyed our lives. God comes, they misbehave with him and suppresses his knowledge, but God has fixed this time that I would educate everyone in Kali Yuga. After that, I will tell my identity to my children. They will understand it easily. So today, from a child to an old man is understanding this knowledge very well. Now let me show you what disaster happened to Mahaveer Jain. Now it has become clear that Marichi took initiation from Rishabh Dev Ji, who was the first Tirthankar, And how much trouble did the same soul bear? What did the same creature of Mahaveer Jain became later? Now look in their book itself. This book is Aao Jain Dharm Ko Jaane. Dharm Manch question and answer series. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri. Aao Jain Dharm Ko Jaane. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri, Jambudweep, Hastinapur. The publisher is Srimati Sunita Jain, Jambudweep, Hastinapur, Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. From where has this been published? The printer is Dhirendra Jain, New Rishabh Offset Printers, Meerut. Some part has been cut. We will start from the 293rd page. Aao Jain Dharm Ko Jaane, special content. What are the other names of Lord Sri Mahaveer? Answer. There are 5 other names: Veer, Ativeer, Sanmati, Mahaveer and Vardhaman. Now let's move to page number 294. And this is question number 3351. Where does the life story of Lord Mahaveer begin? It began from a person named Pururva belonging to Bhil tribe. This means long before becoming Marichi, he was a Bhil. Where was he prior to this? They do not know. That is why they started from here. Who was Pururva Bhil and what did he do? He was a king of Bhils from Pundarikini, a place in Pushkalavati country. He had taken a vow from sage Sagar Sen to not consume meat and alcohol, which he followed all his life. Then where did the soul of Lord Mahaveer go from the body of Pururva? First, he became a deity in Saudharm heaven with a life equal to the lifespan of a sea. After the first heaven, in which body did the soul of Lord Mahaveer go? Now they started from here that he was a Bhil. After Bhil, he went to heaven. After that, he was born as eldest son Marichi to Queen Anantmati and King Bharat. This is the same Marichi, grandson of Rishabh, and he only becomes Mahaveer Jain in future. From Marichi's body, Lord Mahaveer's soul entered which body? He became a deity in greater heaven. Now see, after taking initiation from Rishabh, from that great soul, he went to heaven because in earlier times, Om mantra was given to be chanted, which leads to attainment of greater heaven, whether you call it Brahmalok or heaven or greater heaven or Brahma heaven. After greater heaven, Brahma Swarg, in which body did the soul of Lord Mahaveer go? He was born as a son named Jatil to Kapil Brahman's dark wife in Ayodhya. Then he went to heaven. Then he was born as a son named Agni, say to Agni Bhut, Brahman's wife Gautam, in a village called Sutika. Then he again went to heaven. Then in Bharat region, he was born as a son named Agnimitra. Then he went to Mahendra heaven. Let us come on the point important to us. On page 295, he was born as a son named Bhardwaj to Shalke Brahman's wife in Mandir Nagar. This sage became Bhardwaj, and then from Bhardwaj's body, where did Lord Mahaveer's soul go? Became a deity in Mahendra heaven or in Brahmalok. Then from Mahendra heaven, where did Lord Mahaveer's soul go? Became a Nigodia being with an age equivalent to the age of the sea in Itar Nigod. After Nigod, where did Lord Mahaveer's soul go? It entered many physical bodies, many physical life forms. 1,000 times it became acacia tree. 80,000 times took the body of a seashell. 20,000 times took the body of a neem tree. 90,000 times took the body of a banana tree, that is, he became a banana tree. 3,000 times he took the body of sandalwood tree. 50 million times he took the body of kanade tree. 60,000 times he became a prostitute. 50 million times he took the body of a hunter. And 200 million times an elephant. 600 million times a donkey. Oh my God. 300 million times a dog. 600 million times he took the body of an impotent, 200 million times he took the body of a woman, 9 million times he took the body of a washerman, 80 million times he took the body of a horse, 200 million times he took the body of a cat, 6 million times he died due to miscarriage, died in the mother's womb, and 8 million times he took the body of a deity. He became a deity only for 8 million times and became a donkey, became a dog. 300 million times, it is more than enough to become a dog once, which nullifies becoming a deity. A dog gets infected by worms in the head, may suffer from itching, his leg may break, does not know where to lie down in winter, and 600 million times he lived as a donkey. Pious souls, this work is of a teacher. To understand the scriptures themselves, practice themselves, experience and do worship, then there is inspiration and God gives true knowledge. Now see. Its conclusion is that Rishabh Dev Ji took initiation from some saint. After that he did worship, and then for 1000 years Rishabh Dev Ji did meditation. After that, when he finished his practice, then he immediately made Marichi his first disciple, and later the same became Mahaveer Jain. So means, what was the misfortune of a creature who worshipped Om Mantra according to Vedas? He became a deity 80 lakh times, and you have seen the rest of this history. He endured countless sufferings, 60 crore times donkey, 30 crore times dog, 20 crore times cat. Oh my God. By souls, it is so scary. So much suffering is happening to us and we are still not opening our eyes. We are not recognizing true spiritual knowledge. We are not identifying God. Now what will happen? Misery continued for that soul of Mahaveer. Later, the same soul of Marichi became Mahaveer Jain. It has been written in the history of Mahaveer Jain Ji that he did not make any guru and left home as a monk and started living naked. He used to practice on his own. He did forced worship for a few days, then he started expressing his own thoughts in public. The current worship in Jainism is the one started by Mahaveer Jain Ji 363 hypocritical. Pakhandmat means nonsense practices. The entire Jain religion is following them. Now, how much suffering happened to Marichi, who worshipped according to the Vedas by acquiring the Guru according to the tradition? Let us revise once again in case we don't remember. Look, this is the same book, Aao Jain Dharm Ko Jaane. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri, Jambudweep, Hastanapur. I will show you some. Now, this suffering is of that creature who did worship while living in the Guru tradition of this Kal, of the soul of Marichi. Look at this, I will show a bit.
आइए अब हम उन श्रद्धालुओं के अनुभव जानते हैं जो जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी से दीक्षा प्राप्त कर चुके हैं तथा उनके द्वारा बताए गए भक्ति मार्ग पर चल रहे हैं।
Hello sir.
Hello sir.
Sir, what is your name?
Gauri Shankar Kushwaha.
Gauri Shankar ji, where have you come from?
Village Samrat, Tehsil, Petifa, District Niwadi, Madhya Pradesh.
Sir, what devotion you used to do before coming into the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Before coming into the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I used to worship all deities prevalent in Hindu religion.
Sir, when you were already doing all these worships, then why did you come under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
I was not getting any benefit from the worship I was doing before coming to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. And there were many types of physical and mental problems while doing these worships. The first loss I had was when my mother died due to cancer when I was 10 years old and my younger uncle had broken his spinal cord. after falling from the tree, and he also died. And my third number brother was also had such a phantom hindrance that he had to be picked up and taken away at 12 o'clock in the night. And those who are called exorcists, we had to call them and get him checked by them. He used to not eat food for 8 days. Sometimes he used to have hindrance for 8 days continuously.
Sir, you had to face all these problems even while doing these worships. So what is the reason behind this?
The reason behind this has been found today from the knowledge I heard from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. Earlier there was no information that I used to believe that we are getting whatever has written in our fate. But today Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj has been told the true path from our Holy Gita. It is written in Gita chapter 16 verse 23 that the one who renounces the scriptural method and behaves arbitrarily gets neither happiness nor liberation and nor peace. So today I have come to know that why there was so much loss, because the true path was not found.
Sir, you were facing a lot of problems even while doing all these worships. Then why did you come under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Sir, there are reasons for coming to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's shelter. One day I was watching TV, and while watching TV, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's Satsang or discourse was coming, and Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj was explaining an upside down hanging world like a tree. As I was already upset about this, because coming to the shelter of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, I had read Ramayana, Devi Bhagavad, Shiv Purana and Vishnu Purana, and I had one doubt, that when we read Vishnu Purana, Lord Vishnu is everything. He is the protector and creator of all. And in the same way from the Shiv Purana it has been proved that Shiv is everything. He is the God of gods, supreme God. Then in Ramcharitra Manas I found that Lord Ram is the only God in this world. In Devi Purana I have seen that Goddess Durga is creator of all. It means that there was a doubt in my mind that who is God, and I was in search of that God. In the meantime, I saw the satsang of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj on TV, and he was openly telling about Gita chapter 15 verses 1 to 4 and 16-17. He was explaining an upside down hanging world like a tree, that who is the complete God. So I got to know from him that the Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh are gods of these three worlds. But after going to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I got to know about complete Supreme God.
Sir, you got complete knowledge by coming in the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. Then sir, we would like to know from you that earlier you had to face so many problems and difficulties even while doing so much worships. So after coming in the shelter of complete God and after performing according to the scriptures, did you get any benefits?
Yes. After coming to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I got the benefits. The first benefit I got is that I got the true path. I got the complete certified devotion, which is the basic purpose of human life. The second benefit was that one day I was going from my house to Tikamgarh with one of my friends. I was going by bike because of waking up in the night. Suddenly I fell asleep, and I had such bad accident that my bike fall at least 10 feet ahead out of the road. But by the mercy of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I didn't have any scratches, whereas my bike has broken into pieces. The other benefit is that I had stones in both my kidneys, whose treatment was done by 2 or 3 doctors in Jhansi, D.N. Mishra, Jhansi, but I did not get any benefit. Whenever I ate medicine, there was relief for some time. But from the day I went under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I haven't taken any medicine and I'm completely fine. At that time, my weight was 35 to 36 kg, but today my weight is 60 kg. This is a physical benefit I got. The other benefit was that my daughter was studying on the roof. It was morning time and downstairs children were playing pranks. So my daughter went there to scold them. So when she put her hand on the wall, suddenly the wall broke and she fell down and the wall fell down on her. Even 20-25 bricks also fell on top of her and her breathing had stopped. That is, the girl was dead. As we were in the shelter of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, we prayed to Guruji that, "O God, your daughter has fallen from a roof and that she is not breathing." Then the Guruji's order came that, "Son, God will have mercy and give her a little treatment on a normal level." Then I took her to the nearest hospital. Going there, I got her ultrasound and x-ray. 2 or 3 x-rays has been done and there was no scratch on her body. By the evening, Lord Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj had the mercy that the people of my village had seen that my daughter was walking perfectly. The fourth benefit was that I was the agent of LIC earlier, so I was so addicted to gutka that I used to eat gutka from the age of 10 years. I used to eat 20 to 25 sachets of betel quid in a day and used to feed others as well. Whatever I used to earn, I used to spend all my money on drinking and gutka. I had a big addiction, and for this I had made a lot of effort. I went to many God's places too, but there was no benefit. From the day I went under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, consuming or touching such things is far away. Even someone eats, I don't like the smell. One more profit is that there is so much improvement in our financial condition that after coming to the shelter of the Master, the devotion that Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj gave, before that devotion, I used to have a crop, which were not enough for a year. But today, by the mercy of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I have a motorcycle, I have a 4-wheeler car, a nice VIP house too. Everything is done with the mercy of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
After taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, so many pleasures started happening in your house. You have got physical benefit. So what message do you want to give to the devotee society?
Sirji, the only message I want to give, or I want to pray to the devotee society, that you wake up, the lovers of God, wake up today. Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has come in the form of the Supreme God, and who is explaining every single text on the 4 Vedas, the 6 Shastras, 18 Puranas, Bible, Quran and Guru Granth Sahib with proof, and telling you true path of devotion. There is only one door to salvation, that come to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj and take initiation and perform true devotion and get you welfare done.
Sir, as you told that you have studied many scriptures of Hinduism, you used to do a lot of worships, and Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj is a simple looking saint, and other religious leaders of Hindu religion put on saffron clothes and wear garland around their neck. So is it really the only way of identifying a saint?
No, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has told that the identity of a saint is not recognized by clothes or garland. The identity of a saint is by true knowledge. The one who will tell the knowledge with proof according to the scriptures is a true saint. He is the one who shows the true path. And by wearing yellow or saffron clothes and keeping long beard and hair doesn't define the identity of the saint. I pray to all other gurus that your knowledge has no proof. Even you and we all know that. So I pray to all religious gurus that Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji's Satsang or discourses comes on many TV channels and on social media, and by that Satsang do understand knowledge, and by giving up false pride do some charity work, which is main purpose of human life, and stop playing with someone's life. Tell the truth to innocent devotees that salvation is only possible by coming under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, and get your own welfare done by becoming burden free.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sat Sahib Ji.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagadguru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagadgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Nam Diksha centers all over the world, where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Nam Diksha center, please contact 8222 880541.